So, welcome to our Kundalini yoga class tonight. Tonight, we're going to be working on our third eye, so our Ajna Chakra. And we'll be doing a lot of exercises, breath work, and the Pituitary Gland Kundalini Yoga Series to activate and balance our third eye, our brow point. So, it's associated with the brain and higher wisdom, intuition, and clear seeing. And it looks towards transcendence, divine purpose, and spiritual awareness. When the third eye is in balance, we experience clarity of thoughts, combining our logical reasoning side of our brain with our intuitive, imaginative side of the brain. So, bringing that into balance, and it strives for harmony and balance in body, mind, and spirit. And having this chakra balance gives us intuition, wisdom, inspiration, imagination, and clarity. So we'll get started by tuning in here and just creating some heat in the palms, rubbing the palms briskly together, and bringing the hands into prayer pose at the heart center. And just taking in a deep cleansing breath here, full inhalation, holding the breath briefly. And releasing the breath. And we'll inhale to begin the Adi Mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath. And releasing the breath and relaxing the hands down. And we will start here with 1 minute of breath of fire. So start off oxygenating the blood. Sorry about that. Oh, that's too loud. Sorry. So stretching up, arms up, fingertips on the pads of the palms, thumbs up, shoulders squeezed together in the back. Eyelids are closed down, focused at the brow point between the eyebrows, third eye, and begin breath of fire, panting like a dog through the nose. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath, touching the thumb tips together up over the head. Squeezing mole bond, root lock, squeezing pelvic floor, rectum, sex organs, and navel. Holding the breath, consolidating the energy, prana within, stretching the fingers out wide. And exhaling, just relax. relaxing the hands down. And we're just going to rest the left palm on the left knee or palm up in Gyan Mudra, and keeping our eye focus in Shambhavi Mudra. So the eyelids are closed, the eyes are rolled up, looking at the third eye here. And we'll come into alternate nostril breathing for about 3 minutes. So we're going to block off the right nostril, taking a deep breath in through the left nostril, blocking off the left nostril with the pinky or ring finger, exhaling right, and inhaling right, blocking off the right nostril with the right thumb, exhaling left and inhaling left, exhaling right. Just continuing this breath pattern here for about 3 minutes. We're bringing the right and left hemisphere of the brain into balance, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. Third eye. It's a great breath for emotional balance, calming the mind. So just slowing and deepening the breath for the last minute here. And after your next exhalation, just relaxing the hands, the right hand down, and just taking in a deep breath, holding the breath here, focusing at the brow, third eye chakra. And releasing the breath. And I'm going to play the 852 hertz. Just feel the vibration. This is the sound frequency for your third eye. So and here we're just going to bring our right hand up, just massaging the brow point here, third eye, just making little circles here, just energizing this area. And just tap a few times. And then we're going to come onto the back. So from just laying on the back here, we're going to come out into a cat stretch. So bringing the arms out into a T, bringing the right knee up, towards the chest, over the body, towards the floor on the left, and then looking towards the right. Just taking a couple deep breaths here. And then coming back to center, extending that right leg down, bringing the left knee up to the chest and towards the floor on the right, then looking off to the left and taking a couple of long, deep breaths here. And then just coming back to center. And we're going to come into a 15-second stretch pose. So pointing the fingers at the toes. I'm lifting the shoulders off the mat, lifting the heels off the mat, activating the core abdominal muscles, staring at the toes, and begin breath of fire, 15 seconds here. Inhale, hold. Exhale, relax. And bringing the knees up to the chest and just rocking up and down on the spine a couple of times. And then rolling up and coming back up into easy pose. And here we're going to come into spinal flexes and begin to warm up the spine. So holding onto the knees here. And shoulders are relaxed. We're inhaling the heart forward, exhaling, rounding between the shoulder blades. So just keeping our awareness at our third eye. So eyelids are closed down. Focus at the brow point between the eyebrows. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Just energizing third eye with our breath and awareness. Keeping the eyes fixed in Shambhavi Mudra, looking up at the third eye with the eyelids closed. And after your next exhalation, just inhaling back to center, deep breath in, holding the breath, squeezing Mulband, root lock, focusing at the brow point. And releasing the breath. And we're going to bring the hands up to the shoulders. Coming to spinal twist here. So we'll inhale left, exhale right for a minute. Just moving with the breath, opening the shoulders, mid back. With your next exhalation, just inhaling back to center. Holding the breath, focusing at the brow chakra. And here's a third eye chakra affirmation. I see and think clearly. Just feeling that in your third eye. I see and think clearly. And relaxing the breath. And we'll come here into life nerve stretch with the legs spread wide. So grabbing the knees, shins, or toes, and inhaling center. Exhaling to one side, inhaling center, exhaling to the opposite side. So just moving with the breath for a minute here. And inhaling centered, deep breath in, holding the breath. Exhale, folding forward, holding the breath out. My mind is strong, open, and clear. And inhaling back up. And we're going to come from here into cat-cow. So the palms are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhaling, dropping the belly down, lifting the chest and the chin as you come into cow. Exhaling into cat, rounding the spine. Just be here for a minute, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. And inhaling, dropping the belly down, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, holding the breath, projecting out the brow point, third eye. And relax, coming back into neutral, and we're going to come into lunge stretch here. So the palms are still on the mat, just stepping the right foot forward. And just scooching that left leg back. So we're going to lift the chest, lift the chin, and just come into long, deep breathing here for a minute. Inhaling set, exhaling nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. Just keeping the eyes in Shambhavi Mudra, the eye mudra, for the brow centered. Calm and focus the mind. Eyelids closed, eyes gently rolled up, looking at the brow point. And from here, we're going to come into breath of fire. Continue focusing at the brow point and begin breath of fire, panting like a dog through the nose. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath, squeezing low bond root lock, consolidating, squeezing rectum, sex organs, and navel. And exhale. We're going to come into lunge, stretch, rest here. So just scooching that left leg back a little bit more and just coming to rest the forehead on the mat. And palms are up by your side. If that's not comfortable for you, you could also come into child's pose. We just want to have the forehead on the mat, stimulating the Ajna Chakra. I trust my wisdom to guide me in making good decisions. The forehead to the mat exercises stimulate third eye, Ajna Chakra. Here we'll just bring the palms under the shoulders and just gently pushing back up and extending that left knee back, and this time, right knee back. This time we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands and get the timer going here, and just coming into long deep breathing here in lunge stretch. So chest is lifted, chin up, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. Just energizing our third eye with our breath and our awareness and our focus. And just keeping the focus here, another minute, and coming into breath of fire, second minute. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath, squeezing low bond root lock, squeezing from the root to the crown, projecting out your third eye, And we'll come into lunge, stretch, rest here. So just scooching that right leg back a little bit more and palms up by your side, bringing the forehead to the mat. And just resting here, bringing that freshly oxygenated blood to the brain. Affirmation for our third eye is my inner knowing always knows the right way. Just imagine inhaling and exhaling through your third eye. And from here, just bringing the palms under the shoulders and gently lifting up, and we'll come out of the posture here and slowly and gently come into standing. And just bringing the feet about a foot apart. And we're just going to fold forward here and just rest in this posture for about a minute and a half, just turning the head side to side, just releasing the neck. Just imagine breathing long and deep through the third eye. Affirmation for this chakra is I follow my intuition and know that nothing is put before me that I can't handle. Just inhaling and exhaling through the third eye. And from here, just slowly coming up into standing, and we're going to come into the ego eradicator posture with the arms at 30 degrees. So the fingertips are on the pads of the palms, the thumbs are up, and we're just going to bring the arms out to 30 degrees for balance here. And just gazing through the third eye. Affirmation is all that I seek, I can find within me. We're doing long holds for these postures to build concentration and determination. thumb tips together up over the head. Just holding the breath, stretching the fingers out wide. Exhale, just relaxing the arms down. And here we're going to come into downward facing dog. So just coming onto the hands and knees, tucking the toes. And coming up onto the palms and the soles of the feet. Just relaxing the neck, turning the armpits in towards each other. And just breathing long and deep through the third eye. Just activating it with our breath, our awareness, energizing this chakra. I am insightful, intuitive, and imaginative. And just holding about 20 more seconds here, just breathing long and deep. And from here, coming back onto the hands and knees. And we're going to come forward here and come into Cobra. So coming onto the tummy, either coming up on the forearms, lifting the chest, shoulders back, chin up, focusing at the breath point between the eyebrows, or pressing all the way up for a deeper stretch onto the palms. Oops, get the timer going here. And just breathing long and deep through the Ajna Chakra. My imagination is vast, expansive, and endless. And just keeping the eye gaze at the third eye. And here we're going to hold the pose, continue holding the pose, and we're going to inhale, nose towards the left shoulder, exhale, nose towards the right shoulder. So keeping the eye focus between the eyebrows and just beginning this breath. Inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. With your next exhalation, just inhaling back to center, deep breath in. Holding the breath, squeezing Mulband, root lock, squeezing from the root to the crown. And exhaling slowly back to the mat. And we'll press up here and resting the forehead on the mat. And we're going to come into flower here. So just taking a couple deep breaths here. I trust the signs and the synchronicities that show up in my daily life. So moving from here, we're going to inhale up onto the knees, extend the arms up to the sky like a flower opening to the sun, inhaling up, stretching out wide, and exhaling back into the previous posture. So just moving with the breath for a minute here. Inhaling up, then exhaling, third eye back to the mat. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. Next time, inhaling up, stretching up to the sky. Holding the breath here, focusing at the brow point. And exhaling back down, and we'll interlace the fingers at the base of the spine, coming into Yoga Mudra. So bringing the forehead to the mat and just lifting the arms up as high as you can and just breathing long and deep here. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. I honor my inner knowing and trust my path. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. And slowly coming up out of the posture, Coming up to sitting, and here we're just going to relax our hands, just relaxing the hands in the lap, and we're going to come into whistle breath here. So whistle breath is very good for the third eye. So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through, or whistle out the mouth. So inhaling through the nose, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, and whistle on the out breath through the mouth. Also good for the vagus nerve here. So inhaling nose, exhaling whistle. Eyes up in Shambhavi Mudra. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath, projecting out the brow point, squeezing Mulabandha root lock, squeezing pelvic floor, sex organs, rectum, sex organs, and navel. And relax. And here we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head, just coming to a minute of sitting bends. So we're inhaling up, exhaling forehead to the mat. Continuing Shambhavi Mudra here. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. And inhaling back up, holding the breath, squeezing Mulabandha root lock, projecting out the brow point. And exhale, relaxing the hands down. And we're just going to come into before Shavasana. Just chant the mantra here, Om, O-M, in the key of A. So Om is an ancient Sanskrit word or Sanskrit syllable, meaning the primordial creative sound from which the universe and all of creation began. So this is the primal sound, the sound of creation. So just sitting with a tall spine, it's also the mantra for the Ajna Chakra or third eye. So just focusing the eyes at the brow point between the eyebrows, and we'll just chant a continual Om here, just feeling the vibration at the third eye. Here we're gonna come on to the back for Shavasana, total relaxation on the back. So we'll begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And rotating the wrists and the ankles. Rubbing the palms together and the soles of the feet together, making the palms really hot. And just bringing those warm palms over closed eyes. Just taking a couple long, deep breaths here. Opening the eyes into the palms, gazing into the palms, raising them up away from the face. And just doing a little cat stretch side to side. And then we'll roll up and close the class with the sunshine song. So just creating some heat in the palms again and bringing the hands into prayer pose at the heart center. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhaling for our first Satnam. 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 Love to all, peace to all, joy to all beings everywhere. Satnam. Namaste.